What up, everyone? Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everyone. Miss you all. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let me see what's going on. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Hit the hey. Look, I was trying to let you sleep. Angie, if you up, come up. I wanted to go live with Angie, and I wanted to, when I called her, she sounds sleepy. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait a second and do a real live later and then just say hi to everyone now. And then she told me, I said, hey, what's up? Come up, Angie. Let me see. How's everyone doing on this Friday? I hope all is well. Okay, let me drop the link for my sis. Angie never hardly gets sleep, just so everybody knows. So when she finally sleepy, I'm trying to be all sweet and understanding. Like, she sleep. Let her go to sleep. I'm going to just do a quick live because I heard a couple people say, I miss you. So I was trying to be respectful of that. You know, I ain't been live in a minute. And just do a little pop-up one and maybe do a different one later, a little longer. Let me get my Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. But I hope everyone is having a good day so far. Then Shell, Roll Baby, what's good? What's new, everybody? What's going on? Tell me something good. Trying to drop the link for Angie. I had to go back in and then come out. If I can find. Let me see. Okay. Paste. All right, Angie, I sent it to you, sis. Uh-oh. Still at this job. Tell me about it. What time you get off? I'm off today. Roll Baby, what you been up to, sis? I'm off for the weekend, so I'm excited. 2:30, not bad. Oh, that's good. What's good, sis?
Good. What? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
No, I'm good. No, I'm up. I'm trying to be up. I'm up.
I hear that. What time you go to sleep, Angie?
Oh, I went to sleep late, real late, but I got to be up.
See, she never get any sleep, you guys. She really don't. And Ro Baby said, just count my blessings and stand out the way. I hear that.
I know that's right, real baby queen.
Gotta stay out the way and, keep going forward in a positive direction and shake the haters off. Keep doing you. That's
That's,
all we can do.
that's right. What you been up to?
Nothing. Worked my double yesterday and slept a little bit today, and then nothing. Spent some time with my son and my significant other. So
Oh,
I had
that's good.
a good 3 days.
That's good. That's good.
What about you? What you been up to?
I've been working in this new class. I done started a new course and trying to make sure I stay ahead of the game on that one.
Oh yeah, I'm finna roast you. Stay ahead of the game for Angie, and nothing wrong with it, y'all. Angie freak out. I got a bad grade. What's your grade? A 94. I got an A minus.
I, I try to I try to keep it 97 and above.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so funny. If she don't be like arrogant or anything like that, she be dead serious. She be freaking out. She really serious about that A plus. And it's so cute. But at least it's an A. I'll be proud of her. Shoot.
I want to have high scores. I mean, I guess it wouldn't make a difference. It's still a A, but
Zero
I be,
baby laughing at you. Yeah, she was. No, she be really freaking out. Oh my God, my grades is back. I'm like, I think she's gonna say she thugged it out with a D or something, maybe a C plus. She told about some it's an A minus. I can't believe it. I gotta do better next time. That's wonderful, Angie. No, I'm serious. I gotta be more focused. She said nothing wrong with that, but Angie, baby, keep aiming high. I know, right?
y'all, for real, it take practice. Cause what, like me, if I get comfortable with slipping up, then I know my all my grades after that, I'll probably slip on that too. So I try to stay, you
What's
know,
a
I
slip into you, Angie? A? Just not an A plus. Somebody she be slipping. What kind of slipping, Angie? Maybe a B plus, y'all. It's terrible. She dead serious. But I like that about her. She a perfectionist. Like she do a lot of research and things like that. When she say she gonna get into something, she's gonna do it.
yeah.
So I appreciate that quality about her. But it's cute to see her freak out about her A minus. She said y'all funny.
I
Next time
was
I'm gonna
aiming.
see if you can record her. She go live when she get her grade if she don't study. So y'all can hear it yourself. She be dead serious. Man.
I really be trying.
Well, you definitely do a good job, TMH. That most high Ashley D. I'm saying, hey, how you doing, sweetheart? How's everybody doing who's just coming in?
How was everybody's eclipse?
I
How
ain't
was
gonna
it?
lie.
Uh-huh.
I looked at the sun a little bit and I shouldn't have. And I caught a headache. Everybody was yelling at me. You have the glasses on. Why did you look at it? I wanted to just glance a little bit. Dang. You know, I'm a little hard headed. Man, that was dumb though. My head was hurting all day long.
Really, I've stared at the sun before.
So you
I,
stared. So maybe my vibration was a little lower than yours. I gotta step my game up.
y'all, I stared at it so bad to where it turned into a circle and like you could actually see through it. I was like, am I tripping? I did it a few times and it kept doing the same thing.
You stared
Like
at it without the glasses?
I didn't do the eclipse, but I stare at the sun.
Oh, that's straight. I stared at the eclipse. And that's what gave me a headache. But when I put the glasses on, it was like a thumb slowly covering it up. And then it got cold for a little while. It didn't even get dark.
I slept through the eclipse. I woke up and it was already over. I missed the whole thing.
Hey, I don't blame. It was quick. You know what I'm saying? Ro Baby said we didn't even get the total eclipse here in Houston, so it didn't get dark in Michigan either. Sis, I was mad. I wanted it to get dark a little bit. I was looking forward to the whole experience. My mama done made me take the day off. I was like, oh my gosh, take the day off. This is serious. Get your son out of school. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Right. I had mine home too. We showed in. We slept the whole thing away.
Well, at least y'all was together. She said she was upset as well. Heck yeah. True. Though when it got the glasses and everything. Break room in the building.
Shout out to the queen.
I must have missed y'all because I was watching y'all replay on Angie page just now. Hey Queen. Aw, we
We
miss you
missed it.
too.
We had fun yesterday with break room. Break room was talking about uh was it Sister Treasure? She said whore into that whore turning a whore into the housewife or be the greatest wife you'll have. Facts.
What?
I wanted to scream to the mountaintop. How you gonna do what you're supposed to be doing if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing?
I know that's right. That's one thing you can expect from Break Room. She gonna keep it real. She gonna say what I unfortunately can't say, and I respect that about her. I do want to say it's a lot of. I'm gonna say this too. It's and you know it's a lot of mean people on YouTube. I'm gonna just get straight to the point.
Yep.
Like I don't understand me posting something that I'm excited about, and I wasn't gonna mention it. And you're like, don't say nothing, ain't a big deal. But I'm gonna say this because this is my first time coming back on here. That wasn't a flex. That was me sharing a moment with people that actually do care about me. My 4,000 some subscribers, half of y'all might not. Y'all just nosy, but the other half do. Not only that, but proud of something that my partner got for me. And they said it's not a 2023, and my dad got a 2023. I could post that picture as well, but it's not my car. I'm happy for the year I have. And I'm happy that I got an SUV. I wanted a Tahoe, but I ended up with a Benz. So I'm even more grateful for that. So now I have a Cadillac and a Benz. And when people try to rain on your parade, you guys, sometimes you just got to laugh at them. Like people don't really know your life. They only know bits and pieces of things you share with them. And then they become haters. Somebody took the time out of their day to write a whole paragraph under my picture of how I'm flexing about something and it's not a big deal. Just like when I post a picture of my son, they talked about the floors in the house and talk about my dude being a felon. Just all this crazy stuff that don't make sense. Like he probably have more than your dude who's not a felon have. People need to mind their business and stop being so evil and angry and haters. Like everybody should be grateful for what they have
It's
or
the
happy for
hatred.
somebody else.
It's the hatred of themselves. Sometimes, me, I done got, I done got so used to, certain things that I realized, it's a virus. They can't keep it in themselves, so they gotta spread it around. So you can't touch this. I say, look, I'm gonna let you look foolish by yourself, cause I don't care. I'ma flex even harder just to make you even madder. Cause whatever you try to bounce off to me, it can't work. Cause I won't let it. It's gonna stay right there with you.
Yeah, exactly. They sure will. And like Tiff said, when they simply can't congratulate, they are simply jealous. And Ro Baby said that's corny folks do that. Exactly. And even if you don't want to say anything, I'm not a celebrity. So for people to sit up and say you ain't got a 2023, I also don't have a note like celebrities do that does drive a 2023. Let's make it make sense, people. If I had a 2023, then I think I would be trying to flex and live above my means. I
Right.
don't have a car note. I'm grateful for that. So I'm living exactly where I need to be living.
That's right.
But I just had to say that I ain't gonna waste my time addressing these haters. I think I gave them enough of my time for a whole year on YouTube. No more.
It's just a lot of people can't see themselves. A lot of us, we can't see ourselves at times. It's so easy to see someone else and not necessarily see ourselves. Once we reevaluate and, you know, in consideration, I guess it got to be on your mind to do it. But when you start to look back at yourself and, the things that, you've done and caused to others, you know, it's all about self accountability. Some people don't necessarily understand that yet. You get what I'm saying? What's wrong with you being happy with what you have or what you come into? There's nothing wrong with that, with wanting to share good moments of your life. Anybody that can find a problem out of that is a problem in themselves. So, let them have it. Peace to the brother.
Go ahead and read it. Brother
Peace.
in the building.
Kevin says, peace, Ashley. It's good to see you live. Peace, Angie. Peace, Chad. Peace to you, King. Thank you for coming through.
Yes, brother. Peace. Blessings to you. It's good to be live. It's been a while and it's kind of awkward in the beginning.
Yo, y'all missed it. Kevin got a skit, y'all, and it's the trap lawyer. Oh my goodness.
Dang, I missed a lot.
Y'all gotta go check out the trap lawyer. The trap lawyer was laughing at the man got hit by a car. Talking about you got hit by a car. Was it a Hyundai?
Dang. I gotta come back. I've been going too long. A trap lawyer. That's dope. Kevin always got some good ideas. One thing about brother Kevin, he gonna work.
No, he got
throw his mind and go to work. I respect that.
He got the other skit with the girlfriend that set the whole apartment on fire. Done burn the clothes. Done burn his clothes down, y'all. Cause he done spent too much money shopping on clothes. She done burnt it down. Y'all got to go check him out, man. He got a couple of skits that came out and they hitting.
Okay, we definitely got to check that out. I can't wait.
I love the trap lawyer. He funny. The trap lawyer said, "Who referenced you?" Because they found him on fans page on the what's the fans only. He started naming names. Was it Tisha? Fuck, I don't like Tisha. I'm sorry. Oh, I could be goofy.
No, they don't know. I was letting them get a glimpse of Angie little goofy side. It's all right. Angie definitely will make you smile, laugh all the time. She has a pure heart. I definitely like that about her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's good to have you back, sis.
Oh, I appreciate that. It's good to be back. I'm glad you're here with me.
It's time to turn up, turn up. We got some stories to tell, some documentaries, some reviews. We got to spread some info and some love and light.
Absolutely.
We can
I want to speak on I saw right before I went live, and I did something on it like 2 years ago about Kobe Bryant parents. Everybody was upset that they sold a ring that belonged to him before. We're going to speak on that later, and I don't see anything wrong with that. So I'm going to give...
Who sold the ring?
His parents. They don't have the money. They don't have any money. So they're doing what they have to do. And people have said, how could you sell your son ring? The same way my son could pass away and his wife not feel obligated to do anything for us. Had it not been for the parents, he would not be Kobe Bryant that we all knew of him being today. And we have to honor that. And that's not... Oh, go ahead, sis.
So people are upset because his parents sold his ring?
Yeah. And they broke. They're poor. They're struggling.
What ring was it?
It was a ring that he gave them, was one of his rings he received in the what is the exact? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But it was one of the rings that he received when he played in the NBA. And they held on to it and they needed it. And once they needed it, I didn't see Vanessa stepping up and saying, hey, this was Kobe's ring. He gave it to you guys because it meant so much to him and he wanted you to have it. No, she didn't say anything. She not only received hundreds of millions of dollars from him passing, but she received hundreds of millions in the lawsuit when the pictures was leaked after the accident. He ain't leave them in no will. Exactly.
So sometimes we gotta get a backstory, because what's the reasoning? Like, what's going on?
This is the backstory of it. When they first got married, for one, people use the light word for Vanessa, but when it comes to an African American woman, they can say video vixen and all that stuff. They call her a dancer. Vanessa was a video vixen that was underage, 17 years old, that was on a video shoot that her mom gave her permission to be on. And that's how Kobe Bryant met her. He fell in love with her at a young age. She was a senior in high school. He was 21 years old. They were dating and they were getting ready to get married so young. It wasn't the fact that she was a Hispanic woman. That's what everyone tries to use. Oh, his parents was upset. It's a Hispanic woman. No, his parents are upset that not only she was a video vixen, so that's kind of questionable, her motive. And you're just getting started in your career. And this is a young woman from out of high school. You don't want to wait. And you're not signing a prenup. They were caring about your career. You worked so hard for, just like any parent would. So after that, it kind of was a feud back and forth between them, but it wasn't as bad in the beginning. After that, it kind of died down a little bit. The dad and the mom showed up to the few games here and there, but he bought them a home. And it was said at one point they didn't have enough money to continue to get the home built or pay for the things needed for the home. And so they sold something that was in storage that they kept telling Kobe, we can't afford to pay the storage, Kobe. You come get it out of the storage, do what you want to do. If you don't care, we're going to do what we have to do. So that was the first thing that happened. Kobe didn't come get it out of storage. So when he did not come get it out of storage, then they sold it. They received the money to finish paying for their house. And that's when Kobe got mad and he sued.
It's a lot of things in that story. Critical Time, thank you for coming through, Queen.
Hey, Critical Sis, how you doing today? There's definitely a lot of things in there, and I've did something on it a year and a half ago. As well as I've done a lot of things as far as researching. And the bottom line is Vanessa's mom went on a station where it was Latino. So a lot of African American people did not watch it. And she said that Vanessa kicked her out of her home, took her car back. And Vanessa was an awful daughter. She said before Kobe passed away, Kobe promised her that he will always take care of her. And Vanessa is not honoring his wishes, right? So then after that, all that leaked out, everything said, she said, now all of a sudden, I want money back from watching the kids for years. You did not pay a babysitter. You did not even pay me. So now we finna argue over money. You're not honoring what Kobe said. Let me get my money back. I'm broke now. I'm poor. I don't have anything. You took the home. And her excuse from taking the home was, well, the kids get sad when they come to the house. It reminds them of their dad. So I'm just going to sell it. Well, why don't she just meet you at the house where you live, which you didn't sell that house so soon. And that, if more than anything, will remind them of their dad and their sister, correct?
Let's backtrack. Shout out to Brina coming through. Thank you, Queen.
Brina?
Let's backtrack a little bit. Okay, so his parents needed help, and he didn't help them. Mm-hmm. He bought him a house, but they had to take care of the upkeep. They couldn't afford it. He had a ring that he gave them,
and couldn't afford to keep getting the rest of it built. He gave them a certain amount.
He gave them a certain amount,
and it was $450,000.
Okay, and then the wife's mom, he promised to take care of her.
Yep, and they were cool. She took care of her mom. She was courtside. Even after Kobe retired, she was always taken care of. And you could tell she lived a lavish life due to Kobe. And as soon as Kobe passed away, Vanessa got stingy with everything. And she showed her true colors. And even her mom's husband came forward and said, Vanessa is just like her mom, money hungry. And he also said that Vanessa's mom is a gold digger. And which I can't say Vanessa's a gold digger. I'm not going to go that far because she stuck it out with Kobe, But I'm going to say one thing for certain, she about the money. If we're going to keep it real, you can't have all this money for a lifetime, his parents will never get another Kobe. You could get another husband. You can't get another Gigi, but you could get another man and remarry. You're still young, but they cannot
I'ma
get
be
another son.
I'ma be devil's advocate right quick. And I'ma be real, especially when it comes to
Exactly.
parents
That whole
and
family
children.
is Kobe. Period.
I think his parents use them too. And I'ma just be honest. Some parents uh
I
they
don't
have
think
what you
so because
consider.
the beginning of the career, that's the only time they had a relationship. Angie, you
Say
get
it
me?
again. Say
The
it one more
beginning of
time.
the relationship is the only, in the beginning of his career is the only time Kobe did something for them. And after that, he cut them off. And the whole career, his whole career, the whole time, years and years go by, they did not speak. So my thing is, whether I'm upset with you or not, at the end of the day, I'm going to take care of my parents, period. Especially if I have that amount of money, especially to put something in the will for you, just in case something ever happened to me. Now, we do have
Right.
bad
But
people
here's the
out here,
thing.
of
Let's
course,
let's
but
slow down. Let's slow down a second.
what's
He
up?
gave you he gave you over $250,000 for the house, right? But
And
you
he had
needed
$250 million, Angie. And he
it
knew how much
right,
that cost. And
right.
he
But
let you
listen
walk
to this.
away broke.
But he knew how much it cost and they knew how much it cost. Could they have afforded that without his help?
It don't matter. He could afford the house. He could have built a one-time payment on the
Granted.
house. He told them he was buying the house for them. And for him to go on all those years and not speak to his parents, and then they're dealing with the grief of him leaving, right? And Vanessa has over hundreds of millions of dollars. Then she won a lawsuit. And you would think that, even forget, put the money aside. What about wanting your kids to have a relationship? She could have been that mediator that said, okay, enough is enough. At the end of the day, Kobe needs his parents. She made sure her mother was more than good while Kobe was in the picture. It was all about her. It was all about her family, and her family was good. Now, there's no more Kobe, and we see Vanessa on lavishing trips and doing all these things with these famous people. What about the grandkids having that relationship, at least with Kobe's side of the family? Something should matter out of this. What's up, Nook the Book?
Shout
Vanessa
out
was
to the
15
king.
and Kobe slept with her. Vanessa mom used that. Click. Yep, she did. She sure did. And I heard she was gonna send him. I heard one thing, and I didn't want to say it because sometimes you cannot be too sure. But I heard a story of her saying that she was gonna lock him up if he did not marry her daughter. I think I might even say something about that on my first video I did years ago. And nobody is obligated to take care of their parents. But at the end of the day, if you have millions and millions of dollars and your parents is getting this home built and you're doing that for them, and you know how much it costs, why don't you just get it out the way and pay for that home and say, okay, after this, it's over, or you guys are going to go on a monthly allowance? Because had it not been for his dad and his mom taking him to those practices, his dad at outside with him at night, going out of their way to perfect the craft of him going to basketball camp and all these things, he would not be who he is today. And I'm not saying he's indebted to them for life, but at least take care of what take care of you. That's how my mama raised me.
Now, see,
It
this is
sounds like she had a hidden agenda. She did. She probably did.
well, see, this is also the thing because there's nothing wrong with, if you have it and you're gonna do it for your parents, go for it. You know what I'm saying? If I had it, I would do it for my parents too. But this is another thing. As a parent, I wouldn't be I wouldn't put myself in a position to where, whatever my child's effort is, I would necessarily, it would have to be a requirement or a necessity. I don't think I would have put myself in that place. Um, if we're getting a house built and everything like that, and whatever the case may be, thank you, son. You know what I'm saying? But I also have a home for myself, You know, I feel like when it turns into where children are becoming the parents to their parents, something is wrong.
It's not necessarily children becoming children to their parents. It's children one day making it to where they are based off of their parents instilling them in them. You actually had good parents that catered to your needs, that catered to you being the better version of yourself. Had you had a deadbeat parent, you would not have been Kobe Bryant. You would not have made it to practices. Your dad, who was also a basketball player, would not help you get to where you are. And it's
Is
just the
it
love that you have for your parents, you wanting to do things for them. It's not and yes, it is. Let's be real. In our Black community, we do have a lot of successful kids that do make it. And unfortunately, their parents do not become as successful as they are. We have a lot of NBA basketball players. We got a lot of football players and things like that, where they have regular parents working regular jobs. That doesn't necessarily mean their parents should have to solely rely on them, but it's just something that you want to do out of the graciousness of your heart, especially if you give into charities and things like that. You take care of home first, and home should be your family. You always take care of what take care of you. That's how I feel, point blank. And that's not saying
now?
my son, who has to grow up and become wonderful and great, become a boxer or whatever it is he succeed in, that he owes me anything. But I guarantee you the love and compassion that I poured into him. Just like when we're young, we tell our moms, when I grow up, I'm going to do this for you. You love your parents that much and you want to do something amazing for them. I still feel that way. My mom reminds me all the time, I don't owe her anything. But that's just how it is, as well as my son says that. And I tell him that. But that's the relationships we have. And some don't have that, relationship with their parents, and that's understandable.
Now, see, there's a basketball player who actually is homeless, who went homeless. I can't remember his name, but he stated how, somebody asked him, what happened, and he said he gave to everyone. He bought houses for his family and everything like that.
You have to
And
have a visor. You have to have a visor.
this is the
That's why I
thing.
said you have a limit. You have
And
a
that's why
limit.
I got to get a
That's
backstory, because sometimes we have a lot of people who raise trophy children who become, who have the big successful, they push them to be successful and, have these extravagant careers and everything like that, with the purposes and the intent to take care of them. And that's not necessarily healthy at times, because
of course.
was it you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's something that I might be missing. I got to do some research. I got to get a full
Or
understanding
maybe you
as
should,
to
but I've been researching it. So that's
right,
what I got out of it.
right.
Kobe
That
was about
sounds
family unity and Vanessa and her family. Period. Yep.
right. Mm. And
And it's just something. Go ahead.
Vanessa's Vanessa's mom was the one that was watching the children for the most part.
That's what she claimed on the talk show.
Oh.
She claimed that she watched the kids. Now all of a sudden she wants money because Vanessa cut her off right after Kobe passed. And she took back the things that Kobe allowed her to have when he was alive. So as soon as he
Mm.
passed, she took back those things. And she went on a talk show explaining that. So everybody was saying how wrong she was for coming forward about this when she's grieving.
Mm. Dee Dee, thank you for coming through, Queen. Oh, and Critical Time said that his family had money. Okay. So they had money and they okay.
I think they had money in the beginning of the father career. I don't think they had the money like that. Or they wouldn't have sold what they did. And they wouldn't have been reliant on that house or that money from Kobe. And you can look at people and tell who has money when their career is ended and when they still have money and they carry themselves that way. You could even look at the funeral and tell that they didn't have anything. Even when they honored Kobe, his parents was not invited. Vanessa did not acknowledge the parents during the funeral. Shaq acknowledged the family, and Snoop Dogg acknowledged the parents. Hey, Dee.
What's wrong with Vanessa?
So I'm just saying, I feel like if you have it, you could put a limit to it and say this is it, or you could put them on an allowance like Whitney Houston did her mom, I guess. But Whitney Houston had a problem, so her money kind of went faster than it normally would have lasted. But all these people have advisors, financial advisors, so there's no way you can go broke if you listen to those advisors and you make smart investments.
I mean, me personally, you know, when I place myself in them kind of shoes, them some big shoes to carry as a parent of a NBA player. But honestly and truthfully, I wouldn't want nothing from you. The same house I raised you in is the same house you gonna come see me in.
Well, they actually moved to LA to be with him before he married Vanessa. He was a 21-year-old. He was still young when he went to the NBA. So they all moved in the same house to be there to support Kobe when his career first taked off. And Kobe approved that. Kobe wanted them there. Right. And then shortly after that, when he started dating Vanessa, things changed. But each to his own. Everybody is different, you know?
Right. Oh, I got to see the replay of your video when you discuss this.
Yeah,
that'll be something to get into, to talk about this. How much did they get for the ring?
I think it was, what was it? I think it was the amount they was asking for the house, for $450,000.
Oh, for the house, and then so they're getting the house finished. Yeah. But how are they gonna keep up with the upkeep of the house and everything like that once it's finished?
I don't know.
See, I wouldn't even do that.
But this is the thing, Kobe approved it at first. So you got to think about this. He was okay with everything. Right. And then when it became more, then that's when he said, nah. So he was probably going to be the person to do the upkeeping and helping with the home for his parents.
Right.
And I know as an adult, we'll say, okay, we don't want to put ourselves in these situations, but let's be real. If we had a son that was in the NBA that we was close to and he had these millions of dollars, how can we not, if he's taking care of us in the beginning and we had this relationship with him, expect that he's just going to take everything away and it's just going to be over and we're not going to talk to him for years? Who can predict that, you know?
Right. How long was it that they talked to him?
They didn't talk to him for years, like over 10 years. It was a long time. Like the beginning.
Over the house situation?
Over the house situation, them selling the stuff, he was mad about that. So he didn't want to talk to them after his stuff was in auction. So, yep. And you can research that and you'll see that for yourself, or I can send you some stuff. I want to find a video. If I can freaking pull it up on here, I'll probably bring it back up later. But another basketball player came forward and said, if you're a fan of Kobe, how can you be upset with his parents doing what they had to do to make ends meet to survive? So, you know, it is a touchy topic to talk about, especially with, you know, parents disputing beef or bickering, going back and forth. You know, they have grandkids that these people have never seen. They probably will never see. That was a part of Kobe. They don't have a relationship with. That has to be hurtful.
I know that hurts.
Yeah. And they'll never see their son again. So it's touchy. So I would just think, as a significant other of someone that tragically passed away, I would at least want to mend that relationship based off of my grandkids. I would want them to have both of their grandparents. That's my personal feelings.
Yeah,
At
for
least
the
go to
kids.
therapy and counseling and see how it goes, Just take the money out of the equation. At least let's think about the kids. I would want
Right,
them to hear funny stories about Kobe growing up. I would want them to sit on their grandpa lap.
right.
Yep, Vanessa only acknowledges the two sisters. Yeah, she did.
What two sisters? Kobe's two sisters?
Yep.
Wow. Did they get anything from Kobe?
No. Kobe
Mm.
did stuff for them, but he said he glad they got jobs so they wouldn't solely depend on them, and they went to school and they became financially stable on their own. So he was proud of that.
Mm.
But then it's like his mom was a housewife. His dad, played basketball overseas, and he did it for years. And I don't think he did what he's supposed to do financially to put up money, or maybe he didn't make as much money. But you do have moms that do depend on their kids and their careers and stuff like that. We do see a lot of that out there.
So
Even unfortunately.
do the two sisters see the children?
I think they do.
And they don't try to make a way for their parents to see the children?
I mean, they can't take the kids if Vanessa don't want them to and say, hey, we finna sneak and let y'all see the kids. It got to be something Vanessa approved with. And
Oh,
maybe
so
they have tried to
they get
talk to her.
they get supervised visits with their nieces and nephews? I was saying, like, if they come to my house for the weekend or, spend a week or two with Auntie gonna make a couple of what they call it, drive-bys to my parents' house. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna spend some time over here, get some
They said Vanessa won't
old
allow
school
it.
cooking.
Right. Vanessa won't
Vanessa won't
allow it.
allow it.
But that's
Wow.
the thing. When they see the kids, I'm sure it's just only with Vanessa. You get me?
Dang.
Don't have no overnight visits and stuff like that. It's a video of Vanessa spending time with them, and she's sharing it with the world, because at one point people was questioning Vanessa and her heart after the things came out about her mom, and then things was brought back up about Kobe's parents. So then people kind of start looking at Vanessa sideways, and then Vanessa pop up with the sisters, and then she gave one of them a Tesla for their birthday. So you just never know a person motive. I think she did that to kind of like stay clear of the BS. Like, shoot.
Yeah,
But
something wrong.
but like you said, to be honest, if I had the visits over the weekend with my nieces, I sure would go
I
to
be
my
like,
mom, even though I know the kids would tell probably. They
that's
already
that's what
taught.
I'm about to say. I'll be like, y'all don't tell on Auntie, don't tell Auntie where we go, don't tell Mama where we going.
Yeah, but this the thing, you guys. I don't think Vanessa wanted them to come to the wedding. If we gonna be real, why would they come to a wedding that they didn't approve of when they objected? I wouldn't have wanted them at my wedding frowned up either. You get what I'm saying? And
So
that's
they
the
did.
story that they telling everybody, because think about it. They talked after the wedding. It's pictures of the grandpa holding the grandkids and them coming to the basketball game. So they talked
Wow.
after this. You know what I mean? What's up, 20 mil in the building? Much love to you, brother.
Shout out
Peace.
to the king.
How you doing on this Friday?
So they didn't go to the wedding.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
But did Kobe invite them though? We got to think about that too. We're assuming that they didn't go, but Kobe knew that they didn't approve of it. So Kobe probably like, I'm not going to invite them to say I object.
Well, why didn't they approve of it? That's the question.
They like Kobe long-term girlfriend. Wasn't she a doctor and a African American, if I'm not mistaken? Everybody said as well that the parents wanted him to be with an African American girl. They did his race. I don't know how true that is, because Kobe spoke 6 different languages. They moved all around the world. So they knew that he was going to be attracted to others, if we're going to keep it real.
So they were that pressed about a girlfriend that they did not come to their son's wedding.
No, that ain't what she said. She said that she liked the girlfriend still, the ex girlfriend.
No, but I'm saying like they didn't come to the wedding. Does anybody know the reasoning why?
They just didn't want him to marry Vanessa. They didn't approve of it. That's
Okay,
why.
so they didn't approve and they didn't come to the wedding. That- Something to me just seems controlling. Is anybody getting that kind of thing?
I just think Vanessa was 17 and Kobe was 21 when they started dating, and she was a video vixen. And I just think they thought it was too early for him to be marrying. You get
So
what I'm
she was 17 when they was getting married.
She was 18.
Oh, she was 18 when they was getting married.
Yep.
And how old was he again?
He was 21 when they started dating, and she was 17. When she got out of high school, they got married. Might have been 19 or 18, but she was very young, and the parents didn't think it was right. And I agree with them. I would have thought gold digger, flat
But
out.
would
But
you not have went to the wedding?
hell no, I wouldn't have went.
Mm.
I ain't finna sit here and lie. No, I wouldn't have went. I'm Ashley D. I'm just saying. I'm thinking my son, if he would have signed a prenup, I would have went. Yep. He didn't sign a prenup. So you got this 17-year-old girl that's her mom signing permission slips. Her stepfather, her mom, real mom, been married 3 times. That's came forward and saying, she a gold digger. He paying her alimony and they ain't been married in how many years, and she's still getting from her ex. And then Vanessa getting slip signed for her to be 17 years old, and everybody want to act like she's so innocent. Critical Time said me either. Exactly. What I'm gonna sit up here faking for my son's career? He worked so hard for. He about to sign it over to this Tatiana, and I'm gonna sit up here just be smiling and fake. Well, the wedding was beautiful, son. Way to go to screw your life up. Now, if he signed that prenup, I would have been right in that dressing room, excited, getting ready. Like, okay, this might not go so well, but at least my son protected himself. Kobe didn't do that either. So I can understand how the parents felt in
Okay.
that moment. Now,
Boy.
down the line, I think Kobe and his parents both were stubborn. They should have came to some type of medial ground to where they had some type of understanding. He has grandkids. It's years later. Him and Vanessa still married. Apparently, she love him for whatever her reason is. Her motive, she's still there. So now we got to fix this. I don't want to be away from my grandkids. I miss my son. He done had an awesome career. I couldn't stay away from my child that long. I couldn't even stay away from him a month. I would have been like, I'm sorry. Let's figure this out, baby. Hell, I would have bought him a coffee. I broke till if I was the parents, and forgive me for calling them broke. I want to say that, but I'm just saying I would have figured out a way to show him that it's not about that. Like, I understand you fell back on honoring what you wanted to do, and we had a disagreement, but now let's put that aside. I miss my son.
Right. They
And so
say the more money, more problems.
yeah, and we too set in our ways, and we have to think that time waits on nobody. Tomorrow now promise. Those people have to live with that forever until they're gone. On top of not having a relationship with their grandkids that has Kobe eyes. You get what I'm saying?
I
One of
mean,
their daughters are in college right now. They
if you
lost
think
another.
about it, if you think about it, I would have thought about it for myself. I just would have went to the wedding.
Each his own. Good for you. I wouldn't have showed up. I'm sorry, but I ain't no sucker like that. Especially you ain't signed no prenup. Why would you go to a wedding that your mouth gonna say, anyone speak now, forever hold your peace, and you gonna mess the wedding up? I'm sorry, I can't hold my peace.
I would have been
That's
thinking about
cool with
my
it.
grandbabies. I would have been like,
Oh,
man,
it wasn't no
y'all can
grandbabies
have the
yet.
money. I
It
want
wasn't
to
no
see my
grandbabies yet.
grandbaby.
It wasn't no grandbabies yet, baby. It's the
I know
beginning.
it wasn't none yet, but you got to work towards it.
Yeah, no, they thinking that it probably wouldn't have lasted.
I
They
know
think
they
if
probably
she's
was
young
hoping
and
them.
she's stack chasing money, she a video vixen.
Yeah.
So they thinking like, oh my gosh, this girl done been on video shoots with Snoop Dogg. She probably done been ran, been Jenny from the block, around the block, on the side of the block, in the block, at the hideout house, at the freaking thug house, at the thug mansion parties, throwing it up with Flavor Flav back in the day. So,
Sure.
but they
Kobe
probably,
was in a couple of them videos enjoying the scenery.
yeah,
Come
he
on now.
was. And that's where he met his wife, a video vixen. I would have been taken aback too, especially Kobe was educated. Kobe was dating a black doctor. And not just trying to throw it out there that said she was black on top of her being underage. So these was all red flags pointing at a family who cared about your career. And you just finna throw it away. And you find you in an NBA at a young age, you drafted to the Lakers. And you just want to marry somebody that you first see with your eyes that you attracted to. And her mom signed a slip for her to be on this video shoot. That goes to show you my mom would have never signed something like that.
I know that's right.
I would have never even asked to be on anything like that. Because you don't have
I
a
would have never told my mom. My mama gonna be my mom. If it's left up to me, you ain't going unless you're showing up with a Bible in your hand.
yeah, your mom. Yeah, what you told me, yeah, you definitely she'd be like, you better go read that Bible and ask again. The flesh. No. What is it? A Bible study afterwards you try to go to? Sure. You get what I'm saying? So that goes to show you Vanessa looked up, y'all. If we gonna keep it above, she was on the scene trying to find her next come up. What type of girl would be going to video shoots, right? Dressing provocative underage when she could have been trying to be in Disney like freaking Britney Spears and everybody else. She went to the video shoot and she wore a face full of makeup and played that little innocent role. And she won. She played the game. Shoot. They said not the Bible.
My mama would have said you need the Bible and the holy oil, and make sure you got on a skirt lower than your knees, and you got your stockings on. You know the stockings is the different color of your skin. It don't even match your skin. It got little air gaps inside of it, so you can tell it's a stocking, right?
Wow, look, you would have one of them little Bibles in your back pocket too. Somebody touch you with that Bible out. You smack them across the face with that baby. You tell them the Lord is my shepherd. They said big facts. Mama was with it. Yes, she was. She trained her. She put her in that position to go after the money. Money, come on, baby, get the money. The black man, the strong one, he will take care of you. He gonna pay you good. You have all those babies by him. Ooh. And then if he cheats too many times, you can leave him. And he pay you alimony. Look at me.
Oh goodness.
But I just think like this, okay? A real woman during holidays, special occasion, and things like that. When Kobe just sitting around the house under me and my family all the time. And all these great, wonderful milestones that's happening in his life that he's accomplishing, his dreams, and these amazing things. And as our kids grow up, I would have surprised Kobe one day, even if he would have cussed me out later in his third language that I might have not understood. I would have still said, you guys need to talk. Come on, kids, let's go in the basement. And I would have had mom in that kitchen cooking while him and daddy talk.
Right.
That's just my personality. Family is everything to me. And at one point, family was everything to Kobe. So I would have tried my best to make sure that my husband got to see that side of his family instead of it being just about me and mine.
Right.
Because now it's over. And the parents are going to grieve forever. And I'm not lessening Vanessa's grievement because she's grieving a daughter too. But they'll never get a Kobe again. They'll never get those moments back. They'll never get the I'm sorry. They'll never get that hug. They'll never get that I can't believe we went all this time. I miss you, son. They'll never get any of that. All they will have is just the awful memories and things and what they felt that day that he left. A heart left. And I just don't think it's right. And even now, if Vanessa cared so much, Vanessa would have reached out to these people to make it right for her. I wouldn't be able to sleep with peace at night knowing that Kobe's parents is out here like that. I'm sorry. I would try to, even if you're not financially trying to make it right for your kids. You don't have your mama now, and they don't have his side of the family now. So now it's just you with the money and your rich friends that you know due to Kobe. That's all it takes for you. You got the money and you got the friends. And now everybody feeling for you. But what about the people that's left behind?
How old are the children?
One is in college. The one that passed, she was like 16. And then it's two, one 5, if I'm not mistaken, and one 4.
Oh,
They're close to those ages. But that had to be hard losing their child before making amends. Facts. And then he was the only son. And he was the apple of their eye, and you can tell. You know, and after a while, somebody should have been a person that say, okay, enough is enough. Even after he left, I would have been like, okay, how can I fix this? You know, Kobe gone. He not coming back. I'm mad at my mom right now. She running around here acting crazy. To me, to be honest, Vanessa got a cold heart. I'm just keeping it a buck how I feel. You beefing with your mama and his parents. That to me say a lot about you. And then you try to make it sound like it's just a money issue. No, it's bigger than that, Vanessa. You don't have to give them any money. Loyalty is free. Understanding is free. Communication is free. Let's come to a common ground. I want you to see your grandkids. Exactly. She said, read that, Angie.
Critical Time said at the funeral they acted like he had no past before Vanessa. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm. And just pictures of Kobe holding his first trophy with his dad standing right there, and he laying his head on his mom. It was a beautiful moment. Even just to look back at that picture, you could feel the emotions in that picture. His dad smiling so hard, and he's just amazed that his son did it at such a young age. And just to watch that go downhill, and it's like the unspoken thing that people never really brings up or speak on because it's so touching. But it's like Vanessa, to me, on the other hand, gets a slap on the wrist, and everybody like, oh, poor Vanessa. And it's like Vanessa, poor Vanessa, but Vanessa still is living her best life while his parents is living their worst struggling life. So you tell me what's worse, a grieving millionaire or a struggling grieving person? At least she could grieve her way into Gucci.
I think that all the adults in this situation are wrong, and the only true victims are
Are
the
the children.
children.
But I guarantee you, if they try to, they can't reach out to Vanessa. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you they cannot reach out to that woman. She just you could just tell she has a cold heart. Even the way she spoke on her mom and handled her with that situation, it just was like, whatever. I couldn't believe she said that. Not grieving into Gucci. For real, because she did a video where she had on something Gucci, and she was like Gucci, and she flexed. You know, you see Vanessa, you see her Instagram, she does flex a lot. Vanessa is cold, period. Yes, she is. She cold with millions of dollars, and that's why she feel as though I don't have to care. But unfortunately, I will say this: Kobe made it that way. Kobe allowed it to be that way.
Well, I want to see the house. When they get it finished, they better post it.
Well, they ain't in that house no more. That was years ago.
No, I'm talking about the parents getting their
They ain't
house
in that
finished.
house no more. That was
Oh,
years ago. Years and
oh,
years ago. They probably somewhere struggling, baby. like you said about the upkeep, they probably couldn't keep the upkeep on that home.
I mean, I would have me personally, you know, my hopes is to have it to where I wouldn't need it from anybody. And so, anything that my children do in their life is a plus for their life and for their children. And
And
if
it's an
they make
extra
those
bonus
mistakes,
for yours.
if they make mistakes in life that even if I strongly disagree, it is their wings that has to fly them. So, I will be here when you fall to help you back up, but I will be here to allow that to also happen. I'm in support of my children because when they get to a certain age, there's nothing you can do. So holding those grudges or standing, I'm putting my foot down type of method is not
I think
necessarily
they
gonna
both
fly.
held the grudge though, sis. Because Kobe
Um,
said, I said, I think they both held the grudge though, sis. I don't think even at the time, if they tried to reach out to Kobe after selling that stuff, as mad as he was, and when he sued them, they said he stopped talking to them for years. So I don't even know if they
what
did try to reach out to him and he ignored them.
what was the stuff?
The rings. And it was, I'm trying to think earlier on. I think it was just some rings, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody know of anything else, because they said at first, early on in the beginning, it was things that was in storage that they could no longer pay for. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Vanessa was being funny too. She had on all the things that they sold. She got back and she put them on all the rings on all her hand, or something she did that was being funny towards the parents. And I'm just like, wow. I have to go back and find all this stuff.
Oh, we got to dig in. I wanna get a full understanding of this story. That sounds like a soap opera, y'all. They should put a dedication soap opera on TV or something for this.
And to be honest, and I'm gonna keep it real, I think Kobe tried to act like, I don't know. Kobe acted so different to me. I don't even think he was happy with who he was. And that's my own personal opinion. I'm sorry.
I never took like a deep look. I never looked into it. I didn't even know all of this was going on with Kobe.
Yeah, and the thing was, when I first started content creating or whatever, it's so many different stories that came out that was gravitating and grabbing my attention. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna research this. And I knew a long time ago when it first came out, I thought differently. I'm like, wow, that's bold. How could they do that? And then once I became a parent, I'm like, okay, they have so much. Kobe has so much stuff, and he's the one said he hasn't spoken to them in years. I'm like, dang, so you cut them off for selling some things, Kobe, when they couldn't afford the things they called you about getting them out of storage? How bold can you be? So
Right.
then, I start thinking differently. And then even the acknowledgement at the service, she didn't acknowledge them. And you can look at them and tell that they was not kept up like they were. And of course, financially, everybody makes different amount of money, so they're not going to look the same. But
Right.
me feeling as though no child should ever have to take care of their parents, I understand that. But I feel as though if you have it to do and you're giving to charities and you're giving to all these different places, charities to me, certain ones, they don't reach the community. That's how I feel. Now, if it's a hospital or it's different organizations that's helping kids and feeding the hungry, then I respect that. But people sometimes donate to charities that get to other people that pocket that money, such as Prince Harry and his wife Meghan. I heard they pocketed money that was donated to their charity that I still, after looking at 20 videos, don't understand the charity. And people stopped donating at a point because they realized, dang, this charity isn't even moving fast enough. It isn't anything worth donating or investing in. I wish I wouldn't have but invested millions in it in the first place. So
Mm.
to me, we have to think about, I feel as though before you do those things, you should always, take care of what takes care of you. Or at least put a limit on it to where y'all get an understanding. Because you
Right.
can't go broke taking care of everybody. And a lot of basketball players do go broke doing that. But Kobe Bryant didn't. Kobe Bryant was good. So he's different from a lot of them. He said early on he had a financial advisor. And they told him, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, you can become broke. So you have to cut off some of the things. And I've saw so many basketball players as well say one of their financial advisors told them, you only can drive one car. Why have six cars? He said, so I
Right.
limited myself down to two cars. It becomes flexing and trying to keep up with the Joneses when you're getting all these lavish gifts and things for yourself to splurge and show off, when at the end of the day, you're going broke just to keep up with the Joneses instead of keeping up with that money, because this lifestyle won't last forever. Your career is going to come to an end. You're going to retire. You're going to want to live comfortable off of what you've done and worked hard for, but you was too busy trying to show everybody you have it when they know you have it. But yes, we've been
That's
rambling
what
on for
you
an
were
hour about Kobe.
saying.
But I
Did
definitely
you?
want us to touch back on it. And
Of
about,
course.
oh, go ahead, sis.
No, I was gonna say, did you see the attack that happened on the it's a social media star that was attacked on live. Um her name's Cora.
What happened?
She was getting ready to walk outside of her house. She was in the UK. And she was walking outside of her house on live, and she opened the door to walk out, and a lady threw acid in her face and was trying to stab her.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
yes, she was attacked. That just happened, I want to say either yesterday or the day before.
And that's horrible.
Yes. I mean, her face is fine. It did have a little flare or whatever. But it was extreme. It happened on live.
Wow. Did they
Yes.
were they able to get audio, video, I mean, of the lady who did it?
Not that I know of, unless the apartment building has cameras.
Dang.
But she did give an update and say that, they were gonna, look into it to see if they can find out who it was, because she got away.
So she was a YouTube influencer or just a social media influencer?
Cora, she's a social media influencer. I'm not sure if a lot of people know her. A lot of people do know her, but she has a major platform on both I want to say YouTube and Facebook. And her and her husband, they had daughters together, and they went through a separation and everything. And um I'm not sure if she even has her girls now, or if the husband has the girls. But she yeah, she was just recently attacked on live.
Wow. And
Yes.
that's why it's so important, with people being social media influencers. You have to be careful to not only protect your brand, but how you respond to people and the content you put out. Because there's some crazy people out here. You can be joking
Mhm.
or voicing your own opinion. And these people, if they see you in person, they might want to attack you. It's some crazies out here. It's some fanned out people.
Yes, it is. I
And you
couldn't
have,
believe it.
yeah. And just, they probably have to dive into her background a little bit and probably not only see who her husband is with, who he's dating and things like that. See if it's a jealous female that jealous of her based off of him, or an ex jealous based off of that, or just somebody in general that's just fanned out, that's just been watching her, that don't like her content, found out where she lives and came and just attacked her. That's
But
crazy.
she's a strong one. That lady couldn't get no stabbing on her. She grabbed that knife, and I think it might have cut her hand a little bit because she was holding on to it. And I mean, you know, you couldn't see the incident actually happening because the phone did it went
Yeah.
dark for a while. But
Okay.
she gave up a strong fight because the attack did not harm her And we know the conditions of what acid can do and being stabbed, and it worked in her favor. She definitely protected herself, and you know
It will eat your face, change your features, burn. It can definitely deform you.
yep.
She was blessed. Oh,
Yeah. Yes, it was so frightening when I saw it. I was like, "Oh my goodness."
did you see that influencer that thought the apocalypse was coming and stabbed her boyfriend, threw her, what was it, 9-year-old daughter out the car, as well as her 2-year-old daughter out, and her 2-year-old daughter did not make it. Her 9-year-old daughter did, but she crashed her Porsche.
Mm. No, I
That was,
didn't see that.
yep. Let me see what the
All
name.
because of they said the apocalypse was coming.
Yeah, she did. She was a big time influencer too. And then once she started saying that, people started unsubscribing to her. She was
But
on Instagram. They said
why
she
would
was
she need to
crazy.
do that for the apocalypse?
Yep. That's what
What?
they said, that she couldn't have been trying to keep them safe. Maybe she had bipolar tendencies, because why would she harm them? If anything, if you're trying to keep them safe, you wouldn't want them to leave in a painful way.
Right.
She
She
said
might.
the eclipse made her do it. Oh, so Ro Baby saw it. Yep.
Wow, that's insane.
Yes. And she was
Why
a
would
very attractive girl too.
she must have flipped out? Something in the mind just oh goodness. So
That's why
the
we have to acknowledge mental health, Angie,
yes,
especially signs of people with mental health. To me, that's very important,
that's
because
extreme.
mhm, because it's overlooked a lot, and people give people certain passes, or they having a bad day, or they just getting stuff off their chest. No, this person shows signs clearly that they have mental health issues, and everybody needs to stop babysitting and coddling this, and acknowledge that this is clearly a red flag and this person needs help. Period.
I can't believe
And
this.
that's just, overall observation of things that we see and we notice in our day-to-day life. Not to mention, you see people on Facebook, and I don't know if it's trauma bonding or just people being hurt, and they continue to just deal with certain things. Like, I see people for years and years. I saw one girl, she has 9 kids. I went to school with her, and she's not subscribed to my channel, thank God. So I could say this. Like, throughout the whole 7 months of the year, she's saying, I can't take this. He's no good. I can't stand him. He's a bad guy. He just used me. Go back to that girl then. That's fine. Leave my family alone. I'm straight. Can somebody help me get a ride to work? I'm struggling. Lord, please give me the keys to a new house. I don't want to be homeless. Boom. Next thing you know, I see she done had a baby again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I show my dude. I'm like, she had another baby. What's wrong with her? Do she think this was the right thing to do? And you don't want to judge people in a sense where you're coming off as judgmental, but you're thinking about the children and what they have to deal with if you watching it firsthand on Facebook and witnessing that this person is making irrational decisions in their life. And then they're having a baby each year. They ain't on there each year. Was
Mm.
this the right decision to make? And then they back with the dude for a month, and then they back beefing, and she's telling everybody on Facebook, I can't take this. How did I had this baby? And because you didn't use birth control, that's how you had a baby, because you opened your legs and you invited him in. He said hello, and then you got pregnant. Hey sis, Aries Black, what it do?
Hey, Aries Queen. I I just I mean, I think that we all just got to start from the beginning in our own lives and work our way up. Where did it go wrong? Where was the first wrong that happened? And let's discuss it within ourselves. Let's analyze the entire situation and just come to a clear understanding of how it affected us and how it contributed to our everyday thought process. You know, it's a lot of self-sabotaging mechanisms within trauma. A lot of people gotta, they gotta start looking at themselves, because I mean, to have so much going on, so many problems within your life, and finding everything else to blame except for yourself is it's a bit extreme.
Thinking.
Um it's a serious mental situation.
Absolutely. And it's sad when we notice it and you feel bad for people once they go through it a couple of times. And then after a while, you like, okay, not only that you think they possibly need help, but like you said, it's a lot of self sabotaging. You sabotage yourself a lot. And then when you turn around and you make these decisions that's life changing, altering, not only just for you, but for the children. And then you turn around and you blame that person. But it's like, why did you allow this person back into your life when you had the third child by them and you said they were no good? And you decided to think, okay, he's making up with you. It's tax time. It's like clockwork, you guys. Some of these men come back around during tax time. They know you're getting a big payout. You have a nice amount of kids. They loving on you. They catering to you. They even rubbing your feet that they didn't rub all year. But now you think it's okay. And then as soon as tax time over with, that money done ran out. They back across the street or down the street or around the corner with the other chick.
Mm,
So it's sad to watch, unfortunately. And it's like when we reach a certain age in our mind, we have to mature and we have to stop self-sabotaging and stop blaming others for our mistakes. And we will make mistakes along the way. I still make mistakes. We're human. But it's like some of these mistakes can be prevented if we stop and think and, take a look at ourselves first and hold ourselves accountable. Period. Because everything I do from this point on in my life, when I became a parent, I decided I'm not going to put my son and involve him in my issues. Whatever I do is going to impact him in every way possible. So it's not just about me that's going for this ride. It's my son. And that's
right.
how we all should think as parents. We have to put ourselves aside and what we want. You want to ride along with the bad boy. You want to run off and be with Chris, and Chris don't have no job, and you want him to run your gas out when you knowing you don't have the money to put it back in there. But then when he come back with the gas gone, you want to complain to Facebook about it. But you knew who Chris was when you let him in the house, when he didn't have a job and he been laying up. Come on now.
Right. Mm,
That's what
mm.
we need a podcast about. Everybody call in and they give their honest stories about what they think, and we give the honest opinion about it. What you guys think?
That sounds good.
Yes, we got to get the raw truth. So don't think nobody coming off raw and I mean in a mean way. It's gonna be raw and real, but it's gonna be from a loving state, coming from a loving place.
We're gonna call it the prayer line.
Oh my God! Look, how it's gonna be the prayer line, and we being so bold. they need a prayer after.
We're gonna call it the prayer line. we're gonna tell them.
So
We're gonna
bold.
tell them exactly. We're gonna tell them exactly what the Almighty want them to hear.
Okay, that makes sense. There you go. That definitely makes sense. What do you guys think about that? I know it's not a lot of people in here, but I think that'd be a good idea. And I said it.
Mhm.
We said it first, you guys, before somebody else run off with it. But we actually going we might just start doing it tomorrow, Angie. What you
Yeah,
think?
we're gonna have a song say Jesus on the main line.
Tell
Tell
them
them
what
what
they
you
need to hear.
want.
Call us up and we gonna tell you what you need to hear.
Let me tell you exactly. Call in and we're gonna answer the prayer today. We're gonna give you exactly what you need to hear today. Okay?
No baby said I'm here for it.
We're gonna
Okay.
go ahead and get it out the way today.
Okay, Aries Black, sis, I'm live today because of you. You one of the reasons you said you missed me. I miss you too. I was supposed to go live yesterday, and I really didn't want to do it this morning, especially Angie was laying down. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a 30-minute one, say hi, and then come back with Angie later. But she was woke, so hey. But they said they down for it. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, we gotta get a number. How you get the number to the stream yard for people to call in?
I know. How we
We
going
got
to?
we gotta figure that out, y'all.
That's why we got Angie, the student, here. She going to figure it out. She figure out everything, y'all. I said Angie stuff. What about this? And I know she's gonna research it to the T. I'm like, she got this. Sis gonna figure it out, and she do.
Yeah, we gonna get Ro baby said laying hands. Yeah, we gonna get the holy oil and everything. We gonna lay some hands, and we might even give some baptisms right here. We just got to dip them in all the water.
That's gonna be fun because I noticed. Listen, I've been watching Kendra G a lot lately,
Hmm.
and they make this lady be a therapist, and I feel bad for her because she sit there and she like, I'm just helping you date. So then she got to be completely honest. She like, wait a minute. So you got 5 different baby daddies, and you decide now all of a sudden you want to wait to marriage. So what do you want to tell that man that's calling in, and he thinks all of a sudden now you want to make me wait, but you didn't make these 5 men wait? And I'm like, dang. But she being honest. So maybe a lot of people need to come to us first before they go to Kendra G with the BS.
Say it took them five churn to figure out they need to do it the right way.
Right, for real. And maybe so. But okay, read Ro Baby. We got Ro. What she
Baby
say?
said casting out demons. Yes, we got to get them out of here. Say you can't stay, you got to go.
Right. Then we got what's the next one?
Mr. Donnie, shout out to you for coming through.
908. Just saying hello back. Okay.
No, we definitely gonna get the prayer line going, y'all.
That's gonna be fun. But you
We
gotta
gonna
bear with us because a lot of people not gonna start. It's not gonna start off big right away, but it's
that's
gonna blow
okay.
up.
Yeah, we gonna get the prayer line going, and we gonna get some prayers answered. We ain't gonna wait on nobody. We ain't gonna tell you to wait on nobody. We gonna give you the answer you need as soon as you call in. We gonna
That's
say therapy,
fun.
baby. Therapy, baby. Get a job, baby. Let me tell you what you need to do. Here go the steps, and these are the requirements for the steps. Practice and discipline and all. And even if you don't understand it, even if you don't agree, just do it. I'm telling you, in the long haul, you will see it to it.
For real. And you know what? A lot of people in my hometown can use that. I don't know if they'll be mad at me. I'm like, look, y'all called in here. I kind of want to give the information out to my Facebook. It really hasn't been popping lately. I think probably because everybody respecting me grieving. One minute I'm saying something positive, the next minute I'm sad. They like, oh, Ashley, so but a lot of people can definitely use some helpful advice from Facebook to here. And Angie will definitely figure out how we could get the
Yeah, we got to get the number so
yeah,
people can call into the prayer line.
yes.
We bringing the church to social media.
Yes, we is. That's gonna be fun.
Tell them, come on, get in line.
So we're gonna do that tomorrow, you guys.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
Even if we don't get the number started tomorrow, because I got to figure it out. We at least gonna start it within the
Answer the
chat.
question. Okay.
Yep, yep. We gonna start it, get it going. We gonna
Even
call
if
it.
they don't want to say who they are, like if y'all want to say I'm asking for a friend, we'll respect that. We'll answer for your friend.
Say, I got a friend who got a friend that need
Yeah.
a prayer answered. Well, come on, let me answer some prayers. I know the main line tied, so we gonna give you the Ashley D and Angie line, okay?
Right. So
The
we're
men
gonna start off
line,
with the questions.
the men line a little backed up, so we gonna give it some assistance. You can call this line over here, and we gonna give you a little help over here.
That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So we gonna post about that and set a time and stuff. We'll put it in the community.
That sound good.
So you guys got to participate and ask questions as well, and at least ask questions for one of your friends. Prime example: if you have a friend that you've been wanting to tell her the truth and keep it real with her, but you can't, you can ask us, and we'll help you figure out how to give her the answer that she needs to hear. You dig?
I know that's right.
Some people they
Oh,
don't want to hear what you have to say, so you could say it coming from the most loving place, but they need to hear it.
yes, it's all love, and it'll be truth and honesty. Even if it's light, something light, that's cool if we want to start off that way. But if anybody is in need of some serious, advice, cool, because serious advice is what I'm willing to share too. If I have the wisdom, I'm willing to share the wisdom. And if we don't have the wisdom, we're willing to figure out who does.
Absolutely. And I think everyone definitely can help each other and take constructive criticism. Sometimes when it's coming from a place of care and concern, you can't go wrong. Everybody need, especially if it's coming from someone that doesn't know you, and they could give you an honest opinion, and it's not taking sides. It's just being honest. As
That's
long
right.
as you're honest with us, we'll be honest with you. And I think eventually we'll turn it into a podcast.
That'll be dope.
Yes, and I
The,
can't wait.
the prayer line podcast. I think we might need to get working on that real soon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Angie done picked out a name for it.
That's what. I mean, because y'all like looking at everything that just be going on. It's just like people need answers. We need to start giving answers.
You ain't lying.
We got to figure out some answers, man, so we can everybody can just elevate as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Absolutely.
I I hate to see the struggles and the pain that a lot of people going through and just can't seem to get themselves out of it. You get what I'm saying? So let's make it an effort to do something. Let's help everybody. Grab a hand.
Mm-hmm. I could not agree with you more. And the thing is, we all can use helpful advice from time to time. Some of you may not know how to move away from certain situations or things in your life. And some of you may not think it's you. You may think, oh, this person, that person, no, it's you. Some of you might be givers too much. You might just allow people come into your lives and just take, and you're not pouring into yourself enough. So this advice definitely can be helpful to you. So we definitely look forward to answering those questions or some wild questions or whatever you have. Bring it on. We ready. You hear, Angie?
I'm right here with you.
Okay. Anything else you would like to say or discuss before we leave away? What's up, Miss Lady? How you doing, sis?
Hey, Miss Lady Queen.
Hey,
No,
so I want to explain it to her again because she just came in. Angie, you gotta explain it to her.
okay, Miss Lady. We got we gonna have a prayer line. We're gonna start the prayer line podcast. And we're gonna start it tomorrow, but we also, we're gonna build it up to be a podcast. Anybody wanna call in for some advice or, a prayer, and we give our answers to try to help them out, some wisdom, or try to figure out where the answer is, help one, you get what I'm saying, help another, grab a hand, you know because of all of the things that's just going on and all of the problems and everything. Why not? We're gonna have us a prayer line.
And even if you want to ask questions for a friend or somebody like that, it could be the craziest, wildest question. But if it's something that you want to know the answer to, we here for you to answer that. So even if we can't, Angie's gonna figure out how we could get the phone number to YouTube. So until we do, we're gonna do the questions in the comments in the chat and we'll answer those. I've been okay in yourself. Yes, I need a lot of prayers. Oh man.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Dang, Angie. We are so sorry to I said Angie, Lord. Miss Lady, we're so sorry to hear that. Wow. Have you been staying with a family? How what have you been doing since then? If you don't mind me asking. Are you
Had
okay?
a house fire Sunday. Oh my goodness.
That's terrible. So we definitely will keep you in our prayers. Chat, please keep Miss Lady in your prayers. She is going through a devastating time right now. You know, a house fire, you lose things you cannot recover. Even if insurance is on there, you can't recover pictures, priceless memories of things that you've gotten over time, kids, things, and stuff like that. That has to be a devastating thing to go through. So we are so sorry for your tragic loss.
Oh, that is such a good thing. Miss Lady said she's staying with her sister and found another apartment just to have to get all her belongings back. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, Miss Lady.
Yes. Mary
Thank
said prayers for
goodness.
you. And we're glad that you have found an apartment. And we hope over time you receive even better things. You know, that besides the ones that you've lost that are sentimental. Man, that's terrible. Now I'm curious to know, how did the fire start, Miss Lady? If you don't mind me asking. Electrical.
Oh, it was an electrical fire. I know that bad wiring sometimes, or the old wiring and stuff like that in the homes, and just the upkeep of it all. That does. Oh my goodness. Did you have any insurance? Renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance? We just asking all the personals. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, Miss Lady, we care. We just hoping that you can recover and retrieve some of those
Yeah,
things.
retrieve some of your belongings back, because that is definitely important.
And I wish I had a big channel to where I would be able to help you with that. I really do. That's what we want to build our channel up to be able to do things like that. That's giving back to the community. You get what I'm saying? In a way. Not
Right.
even in a way, it is. Hell, the community is the people around you
I know
that
that's
live in the community, Callie.
right.
I have not yet found the answer to the community that you talking about. Where's that community at, Callie? The trailer community? Let me shut up. I'll be on here all day trying to figure out the community, Angie.
Oh, it covered her front, only covered her furniture and her bedding. Okay. Okay. So like her bedroom set, her furniture. Okay.
But not like personal items and things
Not
like
the
that.
personal
Clothes.
items.
Yeah, dang.
I thank goodness for your safety. I thank goodness that nobody was in harm, and you were able to retrieve, and well, not necessarily retrieve, but you got a new place and you got your furniture. I thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. Thank you,
Get
Miss
something
Lady.
out of it. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Miss Lady, for that. Cause
Some
that would have
people
weighed
walk
on my
away.
heart.
Absolutely. And some people walk away from fires not being able to retrieve anything, just going homeless, having to go to a shelter with children.
Oh, she said her and all three of her babies were able to make it out. Thank goodness.
Wow.
Thank goodness.
And I hope you found an apartment even closer to your sister. So our prayers are definitely with you. You please keep us posted. Dang. I don't even know what to say, Miss Lady.
We got to see the pictures of the babies, Miss Lady. Auntie Angie love the babies. Raw True, what's up, Queen?
Hey, Raw Truth. What it do? Raw Truth in the building.
Raw True be posting that good, lovely stuff on her page. The food and oh my goodness, the was that a smoothie? I think she made a she drinks her juices. She make her juices, y'all. Oh, it looks so good.
Raw Truth can cook.
Miss Lady said, "Thank you." Um, um, no doubt. Thank you for sharing your story with us, but also thank you for letting us know that things are on the up and up and having to turn around. That's the most beautiful thing that we can walk away from with our panel today, because just to walk away and know that you in need of things, that would definitely weigh in on my heart. So I'm happy that you got some things turning around for you in that situation.
Absolutely. And at least you're not walking away, losing everything, and you might feel that way. But at the end of the day, your health, you can't get yourself back, you can't get your kids back. So the main things that needed to be safe and saved were safe and saved. And thank God you were able to do that.
That's right. Raw True says, Angie, I make smoothies, milkshakes, alcoholic beverages, and I cook. I do it all. How y'all ladies doing? I love it. I be sitting there, I scroll, and I love seeing it. I be like, oh my god. I think I seen a picture. One of them had a lobster in it or something. Oh,
Every day she cooking something good. How the heck you in shape, looking sexy and fabulous, and you cooking all this food that looks so good and tasty? I said, wow. But we know you hit the gym too, Raw True. Believe me, you motivating us.
yeah, it's time to get on it. It's time to get
Yeah.
on it.
So we could take our podcast to another level, but we working on building it up. So I do want you guys to make sure you're a part of it tomorrow. And we definitely will let you know the time and everything. So please tune back in tomorrow. We will definitely be praying for you, Miss Lady. Thanks to everyone coming in. We appreciate the support. Even like I said, if it's 4 people on here tomorrow, we're gonna be here, y'all. We're gonna rock it out. We're gonna make the best of it, and we're gonna have a good time. And we definitely will build Ashley D. I'm just saying back up to where it would have been, should have been, and will be. Best believe that.
Yes, Queen. Rachu say, what's the podcast tomorrow and what time y'all in the live already? Yeah, we doing the prayer line. Everybody come on in. You know what I'm saying? If we said the main line might be a little busy and backed up right now, so Angie and Ashley gonna have the prayer line over here. Tell us what you want. We gonna try to give some assistance to some of our some of our peers and fellow viewers and everything. If you got any misunderstanding within oneself, we either give some wisdom or we figure out together where to get the wisdom from.
Yep, and I don't know if it's debatable if we're gonna change the name to something funny, but I like it for now and stuff. But definitely come tomorrow. We're gonna be asking questions. Eventually, Angie gonna figure out how we can do it from the phone where people call in. You can ask whatever question you want, dating advice, personal advice, a friend of a friend question. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna make the best of it. Of course, it's probably gonna start off small like it is now, but eventually it's gonna be popping. Because who does not want to call into a show and ask questions or find out answers to things that you might not want to ask your mom, your brother, your sister, your best friend, or heck, you might want to have a question how you tell your best friend that her man cheating on her. We got you, girl. We'll tell you how to tell her without hurting her feelings. But you definitely want to tune in tomorrow. And we'll definitely put the time on our community to let you know. But yeah, we've been live for 1 hour and 40 minutes. You missed it. That's why I was saying if Angie or anybody else had any questions or anything that they wanted to ask or say before we leave, I gotta go get me a Red Bull. You have any?
No, silence gives consent. Ain't that's what they say at the end of the service? Silence gives consent.
Right. But we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate Sis Angie coming up. I know she interrupted her nap on the low. But I appreciate it because Angie don't sleep.
I got to get in here and
I know
cook.
I don't sleep, but you don't sleep more than me. So, and we appreciate it, Raw Truth. She said, I'll be there tomorrow. Definitely appreciate it. So make sure y'all come with some questions, even if it's questions about your neighbor. In order for this to work out, you have to participate. My people be kind of chilling and making me do all the work all the time, which is fine. But when we have stuff where I got to actually have participation, I'm going to need you to ask some questions.
That's all right. I'm gonna make up some questions until people start asking some. I got you.
Okay.
We gonna get it going.
Okay. Sound good to me. Okay. Well, I enjoyed the live today, you guys. What about you, Angie? I appreciate you coming
Yeah,
up, sis.
I
Um,
did. I enjoyed it.
well, I got a new subscriber. um, Hopefully, sis Raw Truth, that'd be dope too if she came as well. I know she been busy working, but I think Raw Truth would be good for this segment. She'll give you the honest truth. When they say, no, what's our sister? I say Raw Truth, Truth Slayer. She got that name for a reason.
Yes, the Slayer.
Yes. Shout out to her. Also shout out to everybody who wished my mom a happy birthday and commented. I really appreciate that. Thanks
Oh, happy
everyone.
birthday to the Queen.
Yes, thank you, sis. I appreciate everyone always showing, love, support, and concern and reaching out. I really appreciate that, especially when I disappear for a while. Oh, but I would definitely be back and try to be consistent as well.
Right.
So, yeah. So thanks everyone. Peace and blessings. We will be talking to you soon. Maybe even later on. I don't know. But our show will definitely be tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned in. We are out of here.
Peace.